What a week to talk about after last week's Supreme Court celebration that was rounded up in colorful style in Okene. It is indeed good to celebrate success. It will just attract personalities and others without invitation. Okay, let us go into today's business as I welcome you to Kogi in Focus, the weekly program that takes you through the happenings in and around Kogi State. I am Khadijat Mohammed. In today's edition, Adavi youths appeal to Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello to sustain the established zoning of Adavi local government chairmanship position. Kogi State Independent Electoral Commission (KOSIEC) sets 12 December 2020 for local government council's election. And Kogi State government says it is not ready to retrench workers who violated some civil service rules who ordinarily should have been dismissed. This and more will return. Stay tuned. Kogi State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology has released a modified school calendar for 2019-2020 and 2020-2021 academic sections. According to the calendar, second term 2019-2020 will last for 2 weeks to be used to complete the second term academic calendar from 14th to 25th of September 2020. The third term 2019-2020 will last for 10 weeks beginning from 28th of September to 4th of December 2020. First term 2020-2021 will last for 10 weeks beginning from 7th of December 2020 to 26th of February 2021. Second term will last for 11 weeks starting from 8th of March to 21st May 2021. Third term will last for 12 weeks beginning from 31st of May to 20th of August 2021. The session ends on 20th of August 2021. All national holidays are to be observed and there shall be no midterm breaks. In view of the peculiar situation, school closing time has been extended as follows. Secondary school are to close at 4 p.m., primary schools are to close at 2 p.m., all public and private schools are to strictly comply with the new directive. The Kogi State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Wemi Jones, has expressed satisfaction over the level of preparedness by tertiary institutions towards the reopening of schools in the state. The commissioner made the statement while speaking with newsmen after he visited some tertiary institutions in the Eastern Senatorial District of the state to assess their level of preparedness for the resumptions of school. It will be recalled that Kogi State government had in September 2nd, 2020 announced the reopening of schools at all levels on September 14, 2020, including primary, secondary and tertiary institutions in the state. Jones said that with the level of preparation he has seen in those schools, there will be no need for anybody to panic. He added that the institution's head had confirmed to him that even before the announcement of the resumption date, they were more than prepared and focused on guaranteeing safety of the students. The commissioner, however, charged the institutions to ensure that cultism and other social misbehaviors on their campuses were checkmated in line with the governor's directives. He said the government had put in place a security model using the latest high technology equipment to guarantee safety and security of the institution's communities. The tertiary institutions visited included Kogi State University, Anyimba, College of Education, Ampa, and the College of Health, Sciences and Technology, Ida. Earlier in the separate responses, all the heads of institutions visited assured the commissioner that they were fully prepared and eager to receive the students back on their various campuses and also ensure their safety. The Kogi State government said it is not retrenching some workers who violated civil service rules who ordinarily should be dismissed. Reacting to media reports in Lokoja, the State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, said government is not considering retrenchment. He said some workers clearly violated some civil service rules and should ordinarily have been dismissed, but the governor, in his magnanimity and love for the civil servants, decided to grant them amnesty. But despite the amnesty, there is need for right grading of the affected civil servants. Nobody is being retrenched as speculated. Fanwo thanked the media for their support for the Governor Yahya Bello administration, but urged them to always verify facts before disseminating so that they will not be agents of spreading falsehood. The state chairman of Nigerian Medical Association said 4 medical doctors have left Kogi State Civil Service as a result of non-payment of salary and poor remuneration. The chairman, who expressed worries on this development, noted that the Kogi State government should give utmost priority to the welfare of health workers to prevent mass exodus of doctors from the state civil service. He said he would want to be very proactive in discussing with government to ensure that things do not reach the level where doctors will be frustrated to go on strike. This will create crisis in the health system of Kogi State. Salaries have been revised over and over again since 2009, 2014, and now there is minimum wage. Kogi State is still at the lowest level of 2004. The doctors are not happy that their salaries compared to their counterparts in FMC is about half compared to their counterparts also in other states. Oyigo said the doctors are living en masse and they cannot afford to say nothing is wrong. He said the resident doctors at the Kogi State Specialist Hospital are on strike as he speaks. It is not only in Kogi State but the entire nation. Their claims are legitimate. The government complained that they don't have a lot of money to be able to deal with issues. But if you made promises in the course of this pandemic, it is important they keep to it. He said the government promised allowances for those who at different duty posts are risking their lives for people and are unable to keep to these promises. He, however, lamented on the continuous closure of Federal Medical Center in Lokoja, adding that many families have lost their loved ones in the state since they could not afford the bills of private hospitals when their relatives are sick and need treatment. Dr. Oyigo further stated that FMC Lokoja has over 250 doctors. The hospital has been closed for over 2 months and nobody is saying anything. Whatever is the reason the hospital was shut down, the Council of Ulama and other key stakeholders should be concerned. Responding, the State Secretary, Kogi State Council of Ulama, Alhaji Babango Idris, called on the association to stop the activities of quack doctors in the state. According to him, the council will continue to synergize with NMA toward the protection of medical facilities and doctors in Kogi State. Kogi State government has called on the general public to disregard a false publication making the round that the state pays the lowest salary to doctors and the only state yet to adopt the revised consolidated medical salary structure of 2014. The government described the story as fictitious and malicious, as it is without any admissible author, saying Kogi State is not the only state yet to implement the new salary structure for doctors, as there is an ongoing plan to integrate it into the 2021 budget proposal. The Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, NOGE, said that some of the workers in the local government council are to refund excess money collected as salary and allowances from government. The Kogi State President of NOGE, Mr. Tade Adeyemi, who stated this during an interview in Lokoja, said that there is no plan by the Kogi State government to sack over 700 of its members. According to him, what government was planning to do was to extract the names of some local government workers from the payroll due to their consistent failure to meet up with certain conditions. Adeyemi said the affected workers were mainly those who were found guilty of one infraction or the other during the last screening exercise. He mentioned that this set of workers were pardoned by the state government but were asked to fulfill certain conditions to enable government to fully regularize their employment. He said some of them complied, but many took things for granted and refused to comply with the directive of the government. More than a year later, the NOGE president, however, said that the state government had given those affected another lifeline by setting up committees headed by council treasurers to meet with the affected workers with the aim of perfecting their records. He said that the assignment was being carried out in collaboration with NOGE branches in all the 21 council areas of the state. Adeyemi said that some of the workers had to refund excess money collected as salary and allowance from government. Others who went to school without due permission and thereafter went for National Youth Service had to refund salaries they collected during the period of service or refund the monthly NYSC stipend. He further explained that those that have been working with statement of results for years and those of them with Govt full certificates are also being asked to bring their genuine original certificates for verification or leave the service. He charged local government workers across the state to remain calm and to continue to discharge their duties without any fear, as NOGE was on top of issues relating to their jobs and welfare. The acting chief judge of Kogi State, Justice Harry Oluseyi, has decried the scourge of coronavirus pandemic, saying it has seriously slowed down the administration of criminal justice system in the country. Justice Oluseyi, who stated this while receiving members of the judiciary correspondence in his office in Lokoja, said the state judiciary was poised to confront the challenges headlong to ensure that the society do not suffer as a result of the current reality on our hands. He therefore expressed the commitment of the state judiciary to work in tandem with Nigerian correctional services with a view to ensuring that criminal matters do not suffer unnecessary delay, thereby affecting the administration of justice in the state. He further explained that as a way of decongesting the correctional centers, non-custodian sentences like community services as punishment can be seriously considered, especially on non-capital offenses, so as to ensure that criminality can be effectively checked in the society. The legal luminary disclosed that the state judiciary was poised to digitalize filing of processes through information and communications technology without necessarily coming to court registry, with a view to ensuring better service delivery. He further commended Governor Yahya Bello for his concerted efforts in taking the state to higher heights through effective administration of justice, which he added would go a long way in checking the rising wave of criminality in the state. According to him, Governor Bello has assured of his readiness to provide all that was needed to ensure that judicial officers effectively discharge their duties as enshrined in the Constitution, stressing that such gesture will no doubt go a long way in checking rising wave of criminality. The chief judge further commended journalists in the country for their stabilizing role in ensuring an egalitarian society, saying no nation can move forward without a vibrant, robust, and virile press. He therefore solicited for support and cooperation of the media in his determined efforts to move the state judiciary to another level, even as he assured that conducive atmosphere would be provided for journalists covering the judiciary to enable them carry out their assignments effectively. If you're just joining us, this is Kogi in Focus. For your event coverage, advert placement or sponsorship, please call any of our phone numbers displayed on your screen or reach us via our social media handles also displayed on your screen. Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC Kogi State Chapter has called on all aspirants preparing for local government council election to resign their positions in various areas of employment a month before the primary election are conducted, in line with the election rules and regulations of the amended Electoral Act. The state IPAC chairman Ilyas Badanga made this known in a press statement issued in Lokoja. He said IPAC is encouraging all political parties to follow all due process as stipulated before and after the election. Election timetables has been distributed to all stakeholders for full details of the election. Political parties are enjoined to field candidates that has competence, capacity and character to deliver dividends of democracy to the third tier of government. Youth under the Adavi Youth Descendants Association and Adavi Youth Consultative Congress have appealed to Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello to sustain the established zoning of Adavi local government chairmanship position to enhance peace, equity and justice among the sons and daughters of the council. The president of Adavi Youth Consultative Congress, Shaibu Jamil, made the appeal at Ogaminana, Adavi local government area during a Thanksgiving program organized by the youth groups in respect of Governor Yahya Bello's victory at the Supreme Court. Jamil, while speaking on political history of Adavi, said that the late political icon and former governor of Old Kwara State, Adamu Atta, set up the zoning arrangement among the 5 clans in Adavi local government area to foster unity and harmonious coexistence of the people for the purpose of development. He noted that every tribe, society and community over time evolved their leadership procedures, boundary adjustments, among others, stressing that Adavi politics has laid down procedures which have guided against discrimination and any form of cheating. In view of this, they appeal to Governor Yahya Bello to allow the status quo remain within the 5 clans of Adavi local government, namely Iruku, Uhami, Uka, Adeika and Upopuvete respectively. Earlier in his prayer for the governor and the people of Ebira land, the chief imam of Adavi, Mohammed Nasiru, said on August 18, 2020, a prayer was offered by the people of Adavi to seek for positive intervention of God at the Supreme Court, noting that the Thanksgiving was organized to thank God Almighty for his mercies and the absolute peace in the land. He called on the people to rally round Governor Bello to enable him deliver the desired dividends of democracy to the electorate. Also speaking at the occasion, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on StatsCom, Abubakar Ajoge, said the program was organized to appreciate God for the victory of Governor Yahya Bello at the Supreme Court. He called on Adavi people to continue to support the administration of Yahya Bello with prayer for him to succeed. Among dignitaries at the occasion include Kogi State Commissioner for Water Resources, Zanga, and the Special Advisor to the Governor on SDGs, Nasiru Ohiani. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Kogi State has said it will participate in the local government election scheduled for December 12, provided the process is transparent. The party's position was made known in a statement issued after the State Executive Council meeting held in Lokoja, Kogi State capital. The statement signed by the party's State Publicity Secretary, Prince Bode Ogumola, stated that the State Executive meeting, which was held under the leadership of the State Chairman, Sam Uhuotu, resolved to take part in the local government election scheduled for December 12th, provided the process is transparent. The party ESCOs therefore urge members to go back to the grassroots and continue to mobilize others to work together as a team, assuring that the future remains very bright for the party. Ogumola said that the party also salutes its candidates Musa Wada and Sam Arrow for their courage, doggedness and efforts before, during and after the gubernatorial election. Other decisions taken at the meeting, according to the Publicity Secretary, include the passing of vote of confidence on the leadership of the party under Sam Uhuotu for keeping the party together. The Executive Committee also reiterated their commitment to the development and progress of the party while urging members to forgive one another of past mistakes to enable them jointly move the party forward. The State Independent Electoral Commission, KOSIEC, has announced 12th of December 2020 for the conduct of local government councils election in the state. The state chairman of KOSIEC, Maman Ndaeri, announced this during a stakeholders meeting held in Lokoja. He said that the election seeks to bring the best of the aspirants with good credentials in the various parties that could represent the local government at the chairmanship and councillorship positions. He added that they will make use of voters' lists used at the last local government council election in the state, and the names will be displayed a month to the election. According to Eri, activities commenced on the 9th of September with meeting with stakeholders, media houses, national orientation agencies, NGOs, while sensitization of 21 local government councils by the COSIEC is on the 14th and 23rd of September. He stressed that collection of forms from political parties is on the 21st of September through to 2nd of October, while conduct of party primaries, including resolutions of disputes arising from the primaries, is on 6th of October. Maman Eri also said that last day for submission of forms at CIEC headquarters is on 19th of October, while verification and documentation is on the 27th of October and 3rd of November, while commencement of campaign by political parties is on the 4th of November and publication of list of candidates to political parties is on the 5th of November. Last day for withdrawal by candidates, substitution of uncleared candidates by parties is on the 6th of November. Publication delivery of final list of cleared candidates by the Commission to political parties is on the 16th of November. 23rd of November is the date for publication of notice of poll, while last day for submission of names of polling agents by political parties is on the 25th of November. Meeting with electoral officers on the 3rd of December. Last day for political party campaign is on the 10th of December, while election day is on the 12th of December. He said that the commission members have worked assiduously to put in all necessary measures that could translate to be successful conduct of the election. Eri therefore urged everyone to ensure a conduct of own act as he plied to the people of his unalloyed readiness to conduct free, fair and credible elections in line with constitutional provisions of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and besides the stern warning of the Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello on members during the swearing-in ceremony that the polls must be conducted without fear or favor from any quarters. Also speaking at the stakeholders meeting is the Kogi State Commissioner of Police, CP Ayuba Ede. He assured the people of the state of adequate security provision before, during and after the local government council polls. He stressed that they will do everything possible in making sure that the election is free without any crisis. Operation Nutcracker has intercepted 86 persons suspected to be family members of the Darussalam terrorist sect along Pareke Kotokarfi Road in Kogi State. Major General John Eneche, Coordinator Defense Media Operations, who disclosed this at a media briefing in Abuja, said preliminary investigation revealed that the suspects fled Uti Forest General Area due to the ongoing military offensive on 3rd of September 2020. The coordinator also disclosed that 20 Sarasuka members and 35 criminals were apprehended in Plateau State during different raids. NHS said all the arrested suspects are being profiled, after which they will be handed over to the appropriate prosecuting agency for further action. The coordinator, however, declined further comments on the circumstances surrounding the extrajudicial killing of Ghana, who was killed after reportedly embracing the amnesty program of the Benue State government. Giving further updates on the activities of the armed forces, NHS said in Northwest region, troops killed 6 bandits, arrested 1 bandit informant and 2 bandit couriers with the sum of 1,565,550 naira during various operations. The coordinator noted that a bandit surrendered 3 AK-47 rifle, 1 SMG and 2 magazines. This, he said, is in addition to various airstrikes targeted at identified bandits' hideouts, where several were killed, boosting the confidence of the people in carrying out their human activities. In the Northeast Zone, NHS said troops of Operation Lafia Dole killed 7 Boko Haram terrorists, arrested and cleared several ISWAP structures. He added that the troops rescued 7 kidnapped victims comprising 2 women and 5 children and recovered 1 gun truck, 2 AK-47 rifles, 1 Dushka AA gun, 1 PKT gun and 1 MG. 2 persons have been killed along the Okene-Lokoja highway by fully armed robbers, while a policeman at a nearby roadblock was shot on the leg. It was gathered that the incident occurred in Osara between Itape and the Kaba Junction, leading drivers to abandon their vehicles and travelers were left stranded on the road. It was gathered that the two victims that lost their lives were siblings of Ebera extraction who were residents in Katsina State. They came home on a visit and were on their way back to their destination. Their remains were later evacuated and deposited at the State Specialist Hospital in Lokoja. Efforts made to confirm the incident from the Kogi State Police Command proved abortive. This is where we wrap it up on today's edition. Our appreciation goes to Kogi Flame Media Outfit for their updates on Kogi issues. Please join us same time next week on this station. I am Khadijat Mohammed, saying to you to keep doing to others what you want them to do to you. Keep the prevention measures of COVID-19 to avoid contracting the virus. Goodbye.